What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the video. So, this video is just basically a chat about Beyond the Wire and its current state, what's to come, and things I'd like to see in the future. So, let's get into it. What is Beyond the Wire? So, for those of you here that may not know, I'll give a very quick overview. Beyond the Wire is a first-person tactical shooter set in World War I, has a very realistic setting, low time to kill, limited HUD, authentic equipment and maps. It's published by Offworld Industries and developed by Redstone Interactive. It was released into early access on the 21st of October 2020, which leads us into the next segment, current state of the game. So, the game is still in early access, and the state of the game is, well, I have to be honest, it's not great. During this discussion, I do think it's important to remember this game is still early access, so there are going to be bugs in it, right? Let's get that straight. Okay, let's go through some of the issues. So some of the issues in this game are performance issues. Some people really suffer on this front. They just can't seem to get the game running smoothly. You get some funky textures in places, you can see through the map, you get sucked into a wall, or you can even fall under it. You got the ragdolls doing some mad shit at times, although I actually find that kind of funny. Along with other minor bugs such as the muffled noise of a gas mask staying once you remove it, and the double bandaging bug, which honestly sends me into a fucking twitch fit. The bigger issues I find are the microphone problems. Now, this is where the game won't recognise your default microphone. Something I suffer with, and I have to start up the game, select my mic, and then restart the game, otherwise nobody can hear me. But I see this happen pretty much every game, and especially if you're new, it can be a bad first impression and potentially push you away from the game. Then we've got the automatics, right? The inclusion of automatics in this game, I like, and I feel there is a place for them. I believe in balance and variety, so I don't want to see them removed, just reduced. As late war maps are where the player count, which I will go over in a second, suffers the most because of the amount of automatic weapons in use. Between the MP18s, the MGs, the BARs, there is a lot of automatic use. And on more than one occasion the server count has just vanished completely. The game has just died because people don't want to be slaughtered by automatic weapons, and it does happen. Lastly, and the biggest issue is what I just touched on, the player count. The servers are, for the most part, a ghost town. They are rarely ever populated to full capacity. You do have to play this game at certain times that are specific to where you live to be able to play it, to find players. I live in the UK, so for me it's about 7 PM until about 11 till midnight. If you live in Australia and Asia, you're fucked. I don't even know what time frame you have to play in there. Now, as to why this game is lacking in players, well, this is often discussed in the Discord, and many people have many different opinions on it, ranging from the price, bugs, unbalanced issues, performance, the lack of content, to it just being an acquired taste, as many people do prefer World War II, the modern settings, to World War I. I believe there is a bit of truth in nearly all the different opinions that come together to create this bigger problem. The positives outweigh the negatives though. I love this game, it's absolutely incredible. So I won't go through them because this video will literally go on for hours. But I do want to give a massive shout out to the community. They are small but incredibly loyal fan base that are a huge part of what makes this game so good. They are so welcoming to new people and they're always ready to help you out when you have a question or a problem. Honestly, I've met some really cool people. It's just genuinely nice to be a part of it. So moving on a bit, we're going to look at updates. If everything goes to plan, there is an update supposed to release sometime at the end of the month or at the start of April, titled Anzac Day, which includes a progression system, character customization, 2 new factions in the Australian Imperial Force and New Zealand Expeditionary Force, 2 new maps in Flanders and Passchendaele, map reworks, a deployment system rework, and also tanks. Who's not excited for them, right? Come on. I'm so fucking psyched for this. I can't even describe it. I'm sure other bug fixes and smoothing out will occur too, as I think I can speak for the whole community when I say this game fucking needs it. Moving on, there's a bit of competition on the horizon for this game. with the release of Isonzo, a World War I tactical shooter that focuses on the Italian front, where the Italians fight against the Austro-Hungarians. That is due to release around the same time as Beyond the Wire's update is scheduled for. I will leave a link in the description for this game because this is about Beyond the Wire, not Isonzo, but I will put it in there if you want to go and check it out. Now, both of these games, right, they focus on different fronts, so I'm hoping they both nail it, drawing a healthy player base, and then we can enjoy both games and all the content they have to offer. But if one game nails it much more than the other, could it spell trouble for the game that underperformed? In my honest opinion, Beyond the Wire has to nail this update, or it's highly likely the player base will vanish entirely, and there is no guarantee it will return. Which leads me to my final segment. What I think this game needs. What do I think this game needs? I have already mentioned most of them throughout this video. It needs a solid update, bug fixes, balancing, less automatics, general smoothing of the rough edges, and I really believe a few hot fixes for the game's more annoying interfering bugs would have gone a long way. I also believe it needs time. Things take time, and yeah, it can be frustrating at times, but I do think people need to be mindful of this. I mean, look at this game's release. It was total ass because it was rushed. This game has the potential to be the most authentic World War I experience ever made, in my opinion, and I really hope we get to see it to its fullest potential. Devs, we are all rooting for you. Please don't let us down. That's about it. Big shout out to a fellow creator, Break, for the inspiration to do this video. You are killing it, mate. Keep up the good work. A link for his channel is in the description below. Go check him out. Honestly, his content's top notch. If you're new to Beyond the Wire and you're thinking of buying it, or even a veteran, I would highly recommend Viper's Beyond the Wire guides. They are incredibly useful and full of good information. They're a great place to start or learn stuff that you didn't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, or join my Discord so we can chat more in depth and even team up in future games. This video was the most taxing thing I've ever done, so if you liked it, hit the like button to show me it was worth the sleepless nights. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay healthy, stay happy. Peace.